Okay, folks, let's get started. So, up until today, we were in 100% Putnam stable value. Now, last week, I was telling you that the NASDAQ would make a new high. I thought it was going to be last week. I was a couple of days off. So, NASDAQ made a new high a couple of days ago. And then we wanted to wait for a couple of days to see what the Dow Jones would do, the Russell 2000 would do. So over the last couple of days, the Dow and the Russell, they didn't really gain over the last couple of days. But we're getting good information that the NASDAQ should be up in the next couple of days, maybe the next 3 days. And then about the first part of May to sometime in the middle of May, we should get a market correction. I'm thinking the correction is going to be a 5 to 10% correction. So, with that being said, we wanted to change our investments a little bit. We're going to go from 100% Putnam stable value, and we're going to go into 35% Harbor Capital, 65% Putnam stable value. We'll stay there Friday. We'll look at it Friday to see how well the NASDAQ does. If the NASDAQ has a slight gain or makes a new high, we'll stay in 35% Harbor Capital, 65% Putnam stable value until Monday. That's only if it makes a new high. If it makes another new high on Monday, we will stay in 35% Harbor Capital, Putnam stable value until Tuesday. So if it made a new high Friday, a new high on Monday, on Tuesday, we will plan on getting out of 35% Harbor Capital, 65% Putnam stable value, and going back to 100% Putnam stable value. That's the risk that we are willing to take based off of the information that we have been seeing. If we look at our year-to-date fund performance, we're at 11.32. Remember, we're trying to beat Harbor Capital this year. Let's see how Harbor Capital is doing. Harbor Capital did gain since the NASDAQ did set a new record a couple of days ago. So let's see how Harbor Capital is doing. Okay, here we go. Harbor Capital is up to 21.30. The NASDAQ had a small gain today, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Harbor Capital at a 21.5. Okay, folks, sorry about that. As you see, Harbor Capital is almost twice the return as ours for the year. That's normally what happens before we start gaining ground on Harbor Capital. So we're hoping during this 5 or 10% correction that's coming up, what we think is May, hopefully we don't lose any while Harbor's losing 5 to 10%, and we can gain on Harbor Capital. So we're hoping mid-May we can at least gain 5 percentage points on Harbor Capital, and then sometime late summer, early fall, we can gain another 5 or 6% on Harbor Capital and be very close to it by the end of the year. Let's get to our charts. Yeah, so let's look at our QQQ chart. The QQQ part of the chart, it was down slightly today. The NASDAQ was up maybe 0.2%. Look at our bottom chart over here, our RSI. We pay close attention to the RSI. Anytime it gets above 90, we start having issues, as you can clearly see. You see from our RSI chart, it got above 90. You see it headed back down towards the 75 range. We do expect it to be over 90, maybe 2 out of the next 3 days or 3 out of the next 4 days. That's what our information is telling us. So we're kind of comfortable with the RSI being that high, seeing as we know that it's going to start correcting here in a minute. So we're willing to take that risk. 35% Harbor Capital, 65% Putnam Stable Value. I'll keep you posted on how we do. Later.